Greetings, we are the Group 6 and we will discuss to you the different technological advancements in different sectors which aided nation building. In the Philippines, inadequate healthcare raises costs and has negative impact on economic productivity. Illnesses, medical complications, and even the most common non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and chronic respiratory diseases are difficult to treat. To overcome distance and geographic barriers, telemedicine or the use of telecommunications and information technology to serve and provide clinical healthcare from a distance is one of the major technological developments that has aided in the nation building. Medical professionals and patients can now communicate via video, and medical and health information can now be emailed from one location to another. On the other side of the globe, technological advancements are now occurring at an exponential rate, and the basic telemedicine tools are both affordable and widely available. Expectations for more convenient care as well as the scarcity of overburdened medical professionals have fueled the growth of telemedicine companies. Live health check-ups and consultations can be now accessed via social media platforms such as Facebook or apps such as Skype. Benefits include shorter wait times, lower travel costs, and time to nearby health centers, and intermediate access to prescriptions for certain medications. Medical applications can now be used for mobile clinical communication, patient education, and remote patient monitoring. Some applications also include drug references and medical calculators to assist patients in their search for a doctor's prescription and in assessing their own health. Weight loss and maintenance apps that promote a healthier lifestyle are also gaining traction. Social media is already awash with health-related movements. Furthermore, artificial intelligence is gaining traction in first world countries. Robots and cutting-edge AIs process information much faster than humans, increasing efficiency. It can even help with misdiagnosis and medical errors to some extent. AI is already being used in some countries, just like United Kingdom, where high-tech sensors can detect symptoms early on and predict health incidents for prevention. Scientists and medical practitioners are constantly discovering new ways to treat previously incurable diseases such as AIDS, lupus, polio, and cancer with the help of technology. In fact, drones are now being used to deliver sample medicines and health accessories to remote areas. It is now critical for the Philippines to catch up. We have already developed an e-health strategic framework plan for 2014 to 2020 which will aid in the delivery of health services and the management of health systems. Meanwhile, the Philippines Hospital Market Outlook 2021 provides an insight into local trends and developments such as telemedicine. But it all boils down to this. Is the patient willing to accept the change? And do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages?
We all know that modern technology with its various technologies is witnessing a great development day after day, and that is why many experts and specialists in the world technology expect that the next few years will witness a great development in the field of technology by creating inventions that enhance the status of business at all levels. And there is no doubt that technology has left an aspect of our daily lives only and made changes in it. During a short period of human life until the current generation live a reality that was more like a fiction, technology advances affect productivity. All physical barriers to communication across distances have been properly overcome via the internet. The capabilities of e-commerce and online banking services have also helped reduce the cost of doing business. Pros and cons of technology on the economy is a double-edged sword. Despite the positive effects of technology on the economy, it also has negative effects on the economy. Positive The goals of technology is to enable companies and individuals to use technologies more efficiently, as this leads to lower cost of increased productivity gains. The use of new technologies paves the way of the production of new chapter goods and accumulation of capital in order to enhance international competitiveness as well as enhance the quality of scientific research institutions, while on the other hand contribute to the cultural and political development of societies, increasing industrial productivity. Technological advances will improve the industrial technology product type aspects, increase economic growth, and hence competition requires that they also add to the new skills on knowledge of workers. The widespread use of information communication technology will increasingly open employment opportunities with many social networking sites and platforms on the internet at the certain sites. It will facilitate the promotion and marketing of the product. Businesses can access a wider market because buyers who access the internet are not limited by space and time. The company does not need to open distribution branch, fewer expenses because there are many not employees. The price of the good cheaper because the operating costs are cheap. A business based on information communication technology or common e-commerce can assist the business dealings of the company individual. Using technology to create new services, the economy and businesses, including internet banking, SMS banking, and e-commerce, negatives unemployment occurs for workers who do not have the qualifications to deal with technology. The deception that goes into the online buying and selling process can harm both buyers and other sellers. For regular people who have never transacted online, they will be embarrassed when they have the purchase without seeing a seller. So technology can be a double-edged sword. If we keep pace with development, we can benefit the technology, the development of effective and without any negative effects. But if companies brings about changes in the technology in order to save costs, then technology development may cause many crises.
Source of our food supply. This is agriculture's main role in our nation. Agriculture is the process of cultivating certain plants and raising livestock to produce food, feed, fiber, and many other desirable products. In addition to providing food and raw materials, agriculture also provides a very large part of the population's employment opportunities. The Latin word of agriculture is agri, which means field, and cultura, which means cultivation. Thus, it employs cultivating a certain piece of land or planting and growing food plants on it. Agriculture plays a major role in the economy and is considered as the backbone of the economic system of developing countries such as the Philippines. There are technologies used in agriculture that exist thousands of years ago. But as time passed, more technological advances appeared in agriculture. From the creation of hoes and plows to the global positioning system or the GPS-driven precision farming equipment, humans developed new ways to make farming more efficient and grow more food. The tractors were introduced and harvesting equipment, followed by the new tillage, irrigation and seeding technology, and more. Technological innovations have greatly shaped agriculture throughout time and is more important in modern agriculture than ever before. Advanced technologies like robots, temperature and humidity sensors, aerial photography, and GPS technology are routinely used in agriculture today. These advanced devices, robotic systems, and precision agriculture allow businesses to be more profitable, efficient, safer, and more environmentally friendly. By allowing modern technologies, insect or pest resistance improved, as well as herbicide or drought tolerance and disease resistance. With that, farmers gained extra income and able to increase their productivity of yield. Technological innovations can provide agricultural producers with opportunities to increase productivity while using natural resources sustainably. This contributes to long-term viability and reduces production's negative environmental impacts like pollution and waste. As a whole, modern agriculture is an evolving approach that incorporates new agricultural practices to improve agricultural efficiency and prevent the loss of natural resources.
Technology's evolution has assisted people all around the world in a variety of ways. The entertainment industry, for example, has undergone a paradigm of change as a result of technological advancement. Sure, entertainment can be in one form or another. Technology, however, took entertainment to a whole new level. The information age was coined in the 20th century. It is also known as the computer age, new media age, or the digital age. This serves as a testament to how integral or how vital technology is to humanity. To begin with, music is one of those sectors where technology has completely taken over. It is difficult to make comparison between the music industry 30 or 40 years ago now. People buy cassettes and CDs, and they could only listen to music at home using a stereo system. Cassette and CDs are a thing in the past nowadays. With the advancement of technology, it is now possible to stream music. Furthermore, the dominance of technology has altered the way music is created. This was made feasible by the advent of new rhythms created by technologically advanced equipment. Numerous music genres such as EDM, house music, and others have sprung up due to technological advancements. Second is the art of filmmaking. There is a definite correlation between filmmaking and technological advancements. For example, many modern films use the technological breakthroughs such as green screen and CGI. Besides, technological advances have increased the distribution and viewing of films. Thanks to technology, both the manufacturing and viewing quality have greatly improved. One can only imagine how different filmmaking will be in the following years due to technology. Third is that technology has enabled gaming as we know it today. Gaming did exist before the technological revolution. On the other hand, gaming has evolved into one of the most robust or essential sectors today because of technological advancements. The gaming industry has development can be felt on particularly every level. The gaming industry has piqued interest of billions of corporations. However, they are far from alone since gaming has evolved into a respectable profession in which you can make a good life simply through gaming. Finally, some people see technology as a liability. However, nothing could be further from the truth. When technology is utilized correctly, as you can see from the categories I mentioned, it has transformed things for the better, making our generation the most entertained and interesting individuals ever.
And now let's talk about how Science and technology promotes nation building in terms of education. In this generation, students like me should be thankful because it makes everything easier to search for more information or idea if we are struggling with our studies. And by the help of the new technologies, we can also learn and continue our studies even though we are suffering and facing this pandemic. Technology is not only providing an interactive experience for the students, but they can learn by researching and even providing feedback. This can also help students to become more passionate about what they want to learn. And for example, in our generation, we are experiencing the virus outbreak. So by the help of technologies, we are able to do some virtual classes and teachers are using interactive software such as Google and Gmail and other apps like UM Mindanao Classroom that can help them to teach the students. Unlike the past, the only thing they can afford was to look on the image printed on their textbooks, and the resources for reference are limited due to lack of technologies that can use for gathering information and data. Though they have technologies, but it was not enough to fulfill their needs as a student. And due to the old software, limited information were also spread but are not widely used. And that's all. Thank you.
So next will be infrastructure. Why are the Western countries more advanced than many Asian countries like Philippines? Why even China and South Korea have raced ahead in other Asian countries in the recent times? There are many reasons and answers to these questions, and one of them is the fact that all these nations have very good physical infrastructure. Indeed, the fact that they have better roads, ports, highways, airports, and other elements of infrastructure is one of the reasons why they have clocked faster economic growth and building nations. Infrastructure is a term architects, engineers, and urban planners use to describe essential facilities, services, and organizational structures for communal use. It is most commonly by residents of cities and towns. Politicians often think of infrastructure in terms of how a nation can help corporations move and deliver their goods like water, electricity, sewage, and merchandise that are all about movement and delivery via infrastructure. Infrastructure represents those types of capital goods that serve the activities of many industries, including paved roads, railroads, seaports, communication networks, financial systems, and energy supplies that all support production and marketing for industries within the country. Besides that, the quality of an infrastructure directly affects a country's economic growth potential and the ability of an enterprise to engage effectively. Infrastructure is important for the services it provides. Infrastructure provides services that support economic growth by increasing the productivity of laborers and capital, thereby reducing the cost of production and raising profitability, production, and income and employment. Infrastructure investment and consumption of infrastructure services have significant implications for achievement of sustainable development objectives, as infrastructure services like underpaying many aspects of economic and social activity, facilitate the flows of ideas, goods, and services, facilitate regional economic growth, involve large-scale investment with significant environment impact, and also generate a range of externalities in their production and consumption. Moreover, investment in infrastructure work as a force multiplier wherein the money's investment in building highways and ports and airports not only creates the hardware for a nation's development but also results in more growth because the huge amount of money are spent on construction materials, wages, and production of other raw materials,
which help those industries to grow faster. Bring us to the final point that there are no substitutes for infrastructure's development and there are no shortcuts for faster economic growth. It is only when these aspects are taken care of what nations develop, and there are lessons for other Asian countries like Philippines that are trying to grow and leapfrog into the elite club of developed nations. Therefore, unless developing countries invest in all elements of infrastructure component, their development would be slow and retarded, and they would miss the bus again and lose out in the race for economic competitiveness. This is the hard truth and the better reality which should hopefully spur them to invest in their infrastructure. That's all, thank you.